Assalamu alaikum beautiful people. Today we're going to do a tutorial on making tikkis for burgers. You can use it with the mayo that we linked earlier, and it can be eaten with chips, just with bread, or with soup. It can go well with anything that you desire. Now the salt, chilies, green chilies and black pepper are to taste. The onions, I have chopped them and I've squeezed out the excess water. Don't squeeze it out too much, just a little bit, because you need the tikkis to be moist. They go very well in burgers. So I've taken a kilo of mutton, this is goat meat, and 2 onions. This is the size I've taken. So 2 onions, 5 green chillies, 2 teaspoons of ginger, 2 teaspoons of garlic, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of red chili powder, and 1.25 teaspoons of black pepper. The onions, as I mentioned, were 2 of them. Chop them and squeeze out the excess water. All we're gonna do now is mix all these ingredients into the keema and then fry the keema. You don't have to wait, you don't have to let it marinate. The sooner you use it, the better, otherwise the keema becomes too powdery. Now you really have to mix this thoroughly so that all the ingredients are incorporated well. The thing is, you should always try to remove your meat overnight so that you don't have to keep it in water to defrost. When it defrosts naturally, it doesn't leave a lot of water. We don't want water in the keema, otherwise your tikkis will break. The firmer it is, the better. So we're just going to mix it for another 3 minutes, and then we're going to start making the balls and frying it. Another thing is, when you leave your keema out to defrost, or even if you leave it in the fridge, you do not have to add any besan, which is gram flour, or egg to it. And make sure you get keema which has some fat content, otherwise your tikkis are going to break. So now we're going to proceed with making the balls and turning them into flat tikkis. I normally just use my hands. I have no fancy equipment for it. Just like that. And we're going to make all of them and start frying. Initially, you're not going to put a lot of oil in the frying pan. I like using this because it's got the lines and it gives it a nice texture. But the oil should be very minimum, maybe 2 tablespoons, and that's it. Later on, once the tikkis have fried on both sides, not fully fried, but just to retain the juices, that is when you're going to put the oil in. Our pan is quite hot now, and we're going to start putting in the tikkis. Now, if you're doing these for burgers, at the end, when you just have a few tikkis left, you're just going to add your onion rings. Some people like it with onion rings, their burgers. So you're just going to add onion rings to the same oil, and I'll show you at what stage we're going to add more oil to these tikkis. Another thing is, if you are not a fan of onions, you can always use spring onions instead of the purple onion or the white onion. So we're going to let this cook on one side for approximately 4 to 5 minutes, and then we're going to flip it and cook it some more on high heat. Now when you notice the sides of the tikki changing color, it's ready to be flipped over. You see the lines? I love those lines. That's why I love using this pan to cook the tikkis. Can you see that? What this will do is it will seal in the juices, so you're not going to get a dry tikki. It's going to be moist and delicious when you bite into it. It's been approximately 4 minutes and both sides are cooked. As you can see. And now you can add a bit of oil to this. From a kilo of mutton, we've gotten approximately 14 tikkis. That's from a kilo of mutton, we've gotten approximately 14 tikkis. I'm just going to add a bit of oil to this, very little, you don't have to put a lot. And let it go all over. And as you can see, these are all ready. There's no liquid coming out of it when you press it. So these tikkis are ready to be eaten. You can put them in your burger, put your onion rings, put your mayo and enjoy. The whole process has taken approximately half an hour from start to finish. Very easy to do and very tasty. So enjoy and please let me know how yours turn out. Bye. Just to add to it, while the tikkis are getting done, you can put them on the side. Put some oil and put in your onion rings into the same pan. What this will do is the onions will infuse the meaty flavors. And we're just going to cook them until they brown or to the desired color that you like. And there we have it, a nice brown color, and it's infused with the meat flavors that were on the pan. I do hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Please let me know how you find it.